What's up guys, it's Tom here and welcome to the Atalanta-Liverpool post-match analysis video. Diogo Jota, what a baller! Discuss his performance in the comments below, and this was probably the best away performance of Liverpool under Jurgen Klopp in the Champions League. And what is so weird about this season is that in the Premier League, at least until this Monday, Liverpool conceded the most goals out of all teams, even though Liverpool are top of the Premier League. Crisis? What crisis at Liverpool? Because we scored 8 goals in the Champions League so far and conceded 0 goals without Virgil van Dijk. Absolutely amazing performance. This was honestly very surprising to me because Atalanta are one of the most dangerous teams in Italy. They scored 106 goals, I think, last season in the Serie A. They are, again, scoring bucket loads of goals. Of course, they are conceding a lot of goals as well. They are probably the most fun team to watch in the Serie A right now. But Diogo Jota came and he meant business today. It was, honestly, like watching prime Luis Suarez in a Liverpool shirt again. The touch, the finish, the first goal, that was mesmerizing. How he dinked it past the goalkeeper. The second goal was equally impressive. After Joe Gomez's pass, Diogo Jota takes it down with his left foot and then absolutely smashes it with his right into the bottom corner. Atalanta, the defenders, had no answer to that. And in the second half, Liverpool displayed something that we haven't seen enough, I think, this season. That ruthless counter-attack that was so famous and so feared around Europe. Liverpool decimated, destroyed, annihilated the Atalanta defense. I mean, the Salah goal is absolutely outrageous because it is an Atalanta corner and Curtis Jones with one pass puts Salah through, and Salah goes through, races past the defender, he checks it back to his left foot, curls it past the defender into the top corner with his left foot. That was vintage Mo Salah. And then Sadio Mane scores an equally impressive counter-attacking goal. This time Salah was the provider and Mane dinks the goalkeeper to make it 4-0 after just 49 minutes, and Liverpool weren't done there. Because Diogo Jota, at this time, Mane assisting. So do you see the pattern? Salah scores in the beginning of the second half, then Salah assists Mane, and then Mane assists Jota. So all three front three players scoring and assisting each other. Absolutely brilliant. The only player, Jota, didn't get an assist today, but he scored a hat-trick, so who can fault him? And Mane assisting Jota for the third goal. It was another breathtaking counter-attack, and Jota goes past the last defender and the goalkeeper and slots it home into the empty net. Absolutely ruthless finishing, and this was what Roberto Firmino couldn't do in his past season and a half, or maybe the second half of last season and the beginning of this season. Firmino in just 28, he just scored 3 goals in 28 games. Just 3 goals. And also, what is absolutely remarkable is Jota now has 6 goals in 485 minutes, something like that. Roberto Firmino scored 6 goals in his last 2,429 or 25 minutes, something like that. So Firmino needing 2,400 minutes to score 6 goals. Jota just needed 485 minutes this season. So it shows that Diogo Jota is just undroppable. He got a knock to his ankle, which was a little bit worrying, but otherwise this was a pretty faultless performance. And straight after Jota got that ankle injury, he got substituted. Firmino, Milner, Naby Keita came on, and also Neco Williams, and finally Kostas Tsimikas makes his Liverpool debut in a first competitive game for Liverpool. But that's the only concern for Liverpool right now, that Diogo Jota got a knock on his ankle. Hopefully he will be fine for the Man City game, because honestly right now Jota, Mane and Salah are Liverpool's best front three. And how many years since Salah, Mane and Firmino are at Liverpool, how many years have we waited for this? That there will be a player who can challenge the front three and who can displace one of them. Diogo Jota arrived at Liverpool like he's playing for Liverpool like he has been playing for us for 3 years. He slotted in absolutely seamlessly, and you could see how Jurgen Klopp was beaming, smiling on the touchline. He was absolutely loving every minute of this game, let me tell you that. And Diogo Jota is loving life at Liverpool. Now he has 5 goals in 4 games, I think. No, he has 6 goals in 4 games, sorry, because he scored 3 goals in his past 3 games, and now in his 4th game he scored another 3. So yes, he has 6 goals in 4 games. Absolutely incredible. And overall, I think he already has 7 goals for Liverpool this season. He's now our 2nd top scorer, I think, behind Mo Salah and just ahead of Sadio Mane. And I just cannot wait for the Manchester City-Liverpool game. Man City won today again 3-0 against Olympiacos. That will be a titanic battle between 2 of the best teams in England, and I can't wait for that. But first, let's praise Diogo Jota. He was by far the man of the match, but also Mane and Salah were very, very impressive. This was vintage Liverpool. This was Liverpool back at their absolute best against one of the most frightening teams going forward in Europe. And also special praise for Alisson, who was back to his world-class best today. He was absolutely amazing today. Alisson made, pretty quietly I say, but he made about 3 or 4 world-class saves that otherwise would have allowed Atalanta back into the game. Of course, 5-0 probably flatters Liverpool a little bit. Maybe the fair scoreline would have been 5-2 Liverpool or 4-2 Liverpool, something like that, because Atalanta had 6 shots on target. Alisson made 6 very, very good saves. Liverpool had 12 shots on target. That is the most shots on target that Liverpool had in a long, long time. And the fact that we scored 5 goals from 12 shots on target and Atalanta scored 0 goals from 6 shots on target is a huge testament to Alisson. And it just shows that Alisson is a world-class goalkeeper. Absolutely brilliant performance. And also Reece Williams, who was born in 2001. Just think about that for a minute. This is only his 2nd start for Liverpool, 2nd start in the Champions League, and Liverpool kept 2 clean sheets in those 2 games, and especially this clean sheet is very impressive. I mean, Joe Gomez cost Liverpool £3.5 million from Charlton, and Reece Williams is a youth academy graduate. So Liverpool's centre-back partnership today, who kept Atalanta on 0 goals, cost Liverpool £3.5 million in total. That is brilliant, honestly, and Liverpool are playing like a well-oiled machine again. We are back in form, and this was a game that I have been waiting for a long, long time, because I knew that Atalanta are a very attacking side, so they leave gaps behind, but I never expected Liverpool to be so ruthlessly brilliant and efficient on the counter-attack. This was a vintage counter-attacking Liverpool performance, and I'm so happy tonight, and I really hope that you guys are happy as well. Trent Alexander-Arnold and Robertson also had good games. Even Robertson had a couple of shots, and also the midfield was pretty good. Henderson, Wijnaldum, and Curtis Jones. Also a special mention to Curtis Jones, who looks like now is a regular in Liverpool's midfield. He is starting a few games now, but Naby Keita is back. Also Thiago hopefully will be back for the weekend, and it just shows Liverpool's strength in depth, that we wipe the floor with Atalanta without Van Dijk, without Fabinho, without Thiago, without Naby Keita, without Oxlade-Chamberlain. It's just amazing how strong this Liverpool squad is. I honestly think that this is the strongest Liverpool squad for the past 30 years. And also Liverpool fans are mentioning the 78-79 Liverpool team. That was the best ever Liverpool team in Liverpool history. And this Liverpool team now is rivaling that. What I really hope is that Liverpool suffer no other injuries this season, no other long-term injuries to key players, and hopefully we will be able to win the Premier League and win the Champions League. And honestly, on this performance, we can win against any team in the world. And I would love to see a Bayern Munich-Liverpool Champions League semi-final or quarter-final or wherever we can beat Bayern. Because right now, I think Bayern Munich are the best team in Europe, but Liverpool are also up there, maybe as the second best team in Europe right now. And I would love to see that happen. Let me know what did you think of the game and the performance in the comments below. And thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this. See you later. Goodbye.